Hey guys, first of all, I'm not exactly sure about the video quality. I never really record videos, but I wanted to talk about the progression system, the new 2.0 Heroes system that has been announced, and the loot boxes and the uproar that surrounded it. Mainly the people who were upset because they only got 70 boxes and they feel they deserve more. And then there was a video about Tiny Time who said that he didn't understand the uproar. It was free stuff, and if anyone was supposed to be upset, it should be him because he bought everything in the game. And I'd like to just bring up a few points and try to determine where the problem lies, at least from my point of view. And I think that involves three different things. One is the retroactive boxes and losing leveling progress, because the veteran players get like one epic box every 100 levels, and after the progression system goes live, you get one box every 25 levels. The second point is the retroactive boxes with a cap. Veteran players can only get 70 boxes maximum, and many people felt that was unfair. And then the third and last point is buying skins that used to be exclusive with money are now going to be available to everyone. And a small side point of that is the master skin. So I want to just go through these points one by one for a bit. First of all, what I personally think is the least of our problems is the retroactive boxes and losing the level progress. So after we get the update, every 100 levels you get an epic box, every 25 levels a rare, and some custom boxes. I think pretty much everyone who's a veteran player will get all the custom boxes, but people feel that they should not play right now because leveling is just a waste of time, because after the update you get like 4 times as many boxes if you level up. And well, they're right in a way, but I don't think this is a big problem, because you play because it's fun, you play because you enjoy the game, and the way I see it, this update has content that is not available before this update. So it makes no sense to think that you should not play before an update because you want content that comes after the update. I mean, it's just separate. Like, you couldn't get Johanna before Johanna was released, and then you can like say, well, I played to unlock Johanna before she was released. Well, I guess gold. Perhaps you could play for gold and farm her. But the point is, like, you cannot get content that has not been released yet. So losing a bit of progress, like making it 4 levels, having to level up 4 levels for an extra buck now, as opposed to 1 level after the update, I think that's fine. It's just a new system. It's not a big problem. I mean, be happy you get free stuff at all. I'm very happy with the entire update. It looks amazing, and getting boxes is generous by Blizzard at all. They didn't have to do that. But here we go. The second point is slightly more important, I think, because retroactive boxes, they have a cap, and they have like a cutoff curve. For me, I have pretty much all of the heroes level 10 or higher. Most of them are like 12, 13. And what felt a bit unfair to me is a player, I think I have level 730 or something, 750, something around there. And a player with only 300 player level after the update, I mean, it will inflate even bigger because the levels are going to be changed. So I'm probably going to be around 1000, and someone with level 300 will probably be around level 400 or something, 500. They will get almost every box that I will get, except for like 3 or 4 epic boxes and maybe 10 rare boxes. So the difference between me and that player is kind of small. Like, it's going to be like 12 or 13 boxes. It's going to be good boxes, but not that many boxes. Even though I played like 2.5 more games than that guy did. And I think that just feels slightly unfair. Perhaps there should not be a cap and cutoff curve. Like, you can make the system that you get 1 box every 100 games, but keep it fair for everyone and don't cap it. So relatively to my playtime, I will get if I play twice as much as someone else, I get twice as many boxes than that guy. I think that feels more fair to me. I think that was also a part of the uproar. And both of these points that I just discussed, I don't think these are the most important points. I think both of these are like pretty much dismissed with the argument, well, we're getting free stuff at all, be happy about it, and I think that's fair enough. It's very nice of Blizzard that they actually, I mean, this entire system looks amazing, and they thought, well, we have to get better and play something for their time played, and I think that's great, and I'm very happy with the boxes I'm going to get, even though I personally feel that it's not exactly fair the way they distribute it. But I can live with both of these points. What I'm having more of a problem with is the third point I talked about, which is buying skins that used to be exclusive. So I'm a student myself. I don't have tons of money lying around. I'm getting by, but I mean, if I pay for something, I have to think it's worth it. Heroes of the Storm, it's been one of my favorite games since I started playing it in alpha. I've spent, well, quite a bit of money on it, I'm not sure, but like a few €100, which for me is a lot of money. I don't have that much to spare. So I have a skin for almost every hero in game. I think only Proteus I don't have a skin for yet. And what this new system is going to do is splitting up skins that you can buy right now, and they can be found in loot boxes. And for me, I'm not too happy with that, because if I knew that this was going to happen, if I knew that at some point in the future I would be able to get these skins and get them for free, then I probably, I mean, I still would have bought some skins, I'm sure, but not nearly as many as I ended up buying. And that feels a bit unfair, because I chose to pay money for this game, and I mean, this game deserves it. I think Blizzard deserves it. I'm not unhappy that I spent the money, but I have to choose what I spend my money on. And if I knew that there was a possibility that some of these skins that I thought were so cool were at some point going to be free, then perhaps I would have thought, well, I'm just gonna wait because, well, I don't have that much money to spare. I'd rather spend it on something else and try to get this game for free later. No, I ended up buying it, and as far as I know, there's no compensation for buying anything. And for instance, Untitled was only happy about this update. He said, I bought everything in the game, I got all the content, and I'm only happy that there's going to be more. And I can understand that as well, but he probably has enough money to just spend on this game. For him, it's maybe not as much of a problem as it is for me. Well, it's not exactly a problem, but my point is that I bought these skins because I thought they were really cool, and I wanted to show how much I love this game. I wanted to show that how much I played this game, that I had a skin for every hero that I played, that I had a matching mount for every hero and the skin, that I had every hero level 10 and plus. It was a bit of a... I was proud of what I achieved, and I was proud that I had a certain status with that. And now everyone can just grind them out and not spend anything on it and have the same as me, even though I did spend money on it. And it will take them time, but the point is that I would have chosen to spend more time in... I mean, I spent a lot of time in this game, and I'm going to spend a lot more, so the money is not really the issue. I was going to get these skins anyway, apparently, but I didn't know that. And for that reason, it feels a bit... I'm let down, because I would have liked at least a small compensation, like, okay, well, you spend a lot of money, all this stuff is going to be free, here, take this as an appreciation that you get something special because you spend money on our game, which is not necessary anymore right now. Yeah, that for me is what feels the worst, so to speak. I mean, I'm still very happy with the update. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. But I was just thinking, like, as soon as I read that, I was thinking, well, so nothing I got is very special anymore. I mean, I got this legendary Muradin skin, and I got the Space Lord Leoric skin. I'm super proud of both of them. I love showing them off. And now, well, everyone who's a bit lucky will have the same, and that feels a bit weird to me. it's my personal opinion, but I'm sure there are more people who feel the same way. That was pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I just want to give Master Skins an honorable mention because there are so many threads on Reddit right now that saying, please don't take away our Master Skins. And I think those threads are right because, well, people bought the Master Skins with this idea in mind. It's basically the same argument that I just gave for like buying the skins with money. You buy them with a certain idea in mind, like I want to show off my skill for this hero, I want to show off my dedication to the game. There's so many things you can show with the skins, and people bought them for that reason. And Master Skins have only been bought because, well, you had to have level 10 with the hero. So people that bought them already showed, like, I am a veteran with this hero, I played this hero quite a few times, I know what I'm doing, and you're probably not gonna spend 10,000 gold on a certain hero if you don't like playing them, and if you don't enjoy committing your resources to that hero. So Master Skins are right now a token of well, appreciation for a hero and dedication to a hero. And if they are going to be rare skins that are just going to be released in boxes, they lose all their meaning. They lose everything that they stand for. They lose everything that they stood for the past 2-3 years. And that's a shame. I think Master Skins should be an exception. I think it's very cool that this game has something like that, like a way to show your veterancy with a hero. And Emma by the time talked about the new taunt that you would get if you are higher level. I haven't actually seen or read anything about that yet, but I think that's cool as well, and perhaps you could couple that with a Master Skin, but I don't think Master Skin should be available as a rare skin in any box, because they stood for veterancy and dedication for the past 3 years, and I don't see a reason to change that right now. I don't see a reason to just randomly put them in boxes. I think it's a way better idea to just keep them the way they are. People bought them for that reason. People will continue to buy them for that reason. And I think that's a good thing. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this video. I hope I cleared up some of the points, and I'm open to discussion. So please post your comments and let's talk about this.